What's going on?
Yes, sir. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Another Grownassmentoyz podcast.
Yeah.
I'm one of your hosts, Marvelous Shots.
I'm Collector 425.
Listen, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We say that every show. Hey, by the way, speaking of saying that, we want to give a huge shout out to everybody that's supporting Grownassmentoyz, everybody that's rocking with us. We discovered, courtesy to my wife, shout out to Miss Fox.
Get that 9.
We are currently at 901 subscribers.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for that. We're on the rise to 1,000. We're trying to get that 99 more, and we do go do a big ass giveaway for everybody. So please make sure to like, comment, and definitely subscribe. That's the main one right there.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Yo. So today we got a dope show. Gonna be a little different. No toy room tour, but we do got a special guest. So that's the good thing right there. Before we bring the special guest on and give him his accolades, let's go over our Sundays. Comrade, how was your Sunday today, bro?
Awesome, man. Awesome. Nice and relaxed. I didn't really get a chance to do much today. I woke up early with the kids. We hung out. And then they had to go. You know, they spent time with their mama. And yeah. And then I was just chilling, man. Unloading a lot of stuff. So I was cleaning like house cleaning.
Yep. Collector, how about you?
Nice, quiet Sunday. Just doing a lot of cleaning up. I'm able to see my floor now since I had everything in boxes. I was able to get stuff out of the boxes, walk around my man cave, and dust and shit. You know, spring. You know, summer cleaning, spring cleaning. You know.
Yeah, I hear you. Same here. I did some cleaning this weekend myself. My basement was flooded with boxes and
I saw
kind of shit, bro. Saw that shit flooded. So I moved a lot of boxes. Still got a lot more to move. Recently got some new cases down here and shit. So I had to like redecorate. I took I got two big ass bean bags. I took one of them apart and deflated that bitch, put it inside a plastic bag and put it in the attic. Because don't nobody be down here, just me. So I'm like, damn, two big ass bean bags taking up too much space, bro. Now we just got one down there. But yeah, now open up the basement a little bit more room to walk and do your activities. What's up?
Like those two bean bags would have been good if your kids were down there with you most of the time. So that would have made more sense.
That's what I bought them for when I first bought the house. Yo, this gonna be their area. Man, motherfucker said, "Fuck you, Dad." We ain't
fuck your area.
Hey, right. So it's like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Hey, but today we got a different show. Like I said earlier, we're going to go over. We hope by this time everybody has seen the brand new Marvel Thunderbolts movie, the new Avengers. Hope everybody has seen that by now. And if you haven't, this is going to be a spoiler-free, I'm bullshitting, all spoiler video. We're going over the entire flick from beginning to end. We're going over everything. Now you may say, "Damn, the movie just came out. How the fuck you remember what's happened from the beginning to end?" Well, my good brother Conrad, he's the bootleg king, so he went back and watched this shit like 15, 20 times. Got the flicks that we needed, got the photos that we needed, so we're gonna be able to show y'all the photos as we're talking. Okay. Yeah. Now, to help us do this, we got a special guest, like I mentioned earlier. This guy has been rocking with Grownassmentoyz since the fucking inception of Grownassmentoyz in 2021. All right? Met this guy on Instagram. We did business tons of times, and we just became family, bro. To the point, I fuck with this guy heavy. He got my personal phone number. All right? He got their personal phone number. They got his personal phone number.
Yeah, but I think I got blocked though.
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, listen, you should have him blocked though what he said about you. Hey, but when you have somebody's personal phone number, that means you really fuck with that person. You got genuine love for that person. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, this guy's a good friend of mine, man, good friend of everyone on the show. Always solid, loyal, dope ass individual. We're talking about the one and only Post Ramon.
Yeah.
Yo,
what's up, my brothers? Thank you for having me on.
A fucking regular, may I add. You've been on here a few times too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
And I must say, he does know his shit when it comes to his movies,
bro.
Hey,
bro,
I give him that.
If you want to break down the science of anything, Marvel, maybe even DC,
there you go.
You get with this guy,
you got it.
He'll make it a good time for you, bro.
You got it.
Especially this trash ass movie that we about to talk about now.
Post, hold up, listen. Before you get in him real quick, that sound wild. Before you get in his ass, how was your Sunday, bro? You had a good Sunday? How was your Mother's Day? Everything was good?
Everything good, man. You know, just grateful for another day of life, and just here spending time with my wife and my her mom, my mother-in-law. So, yeah, man, it's been a chill Sunday, bro. I can't ask for another better Sunday than today.
There you go.
Your post is called El Flaco Post Ramon, man.
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm withering away, bro.
Shit.
This lady at work was like,
body now.
hey, this lady at work was like, eat a sandwich. I'm like, damn.
Until he's not hungry.
Fucked up.
Hey, well, listen, you wild, bro. Hey, so like I said, we gonna go over this Thunderbolts movie. So let's go ahead and get started with the first scene. Oh shit, my bad.
Welcome back.
My bad. Hey, I'm gonna edit all that out. So we're gonna go over the Thunderbolts movie. Let's go ahead and get started with the first scene of the Thunderbolts movie. Then I'm gonna let Comrade, because he got the bedroom voice. I ain't trying to go to bed yet, but he got the voice for this narrating shit. We're gonna let him
get the pillow talk.
In fact, we're gonna let him get this shit started. We're gonna all chime in and give our thoughts, opinions, feelings, and thoughts, and go from there. Boom. First scene right here.
All right, so here's the first scene of Thunderbolts. You see Yelena on top of the tower, and this lets you know, like, this is like a follow-up to Black Widow, Hawkeye. She's kind of just around, you know, trying to do these jobs, you know, but she's not fulfilled. You know, last time you seen her, she had a dog and all this. She was experienced. She got a chance to live. She had a jacket, you know, and that's where you find her at right now. You guys, I don't know, like, did you feel like this was gonna be like an exciting start? I kind of felt like it should have been, but
me too.
Yo, I'm gonna say the way they ended off the Black Widow movie, how that girl, her boss said, I don't know her name. I'm horrible with names. When
Valerie?
When she went to Black Widow's funeral, and then she said, would you like to find out and take care of the guy who supposedly killed her?
Yeah.
Which Black Widow. They should have started off like that in the beginning. Because they just like took that and threw it out the window. Because, like, did she ever find out? Did she ever fight?
No,
Hawkeye?
Remember Hawkeye, she was looking for people, like, and they were stopping her. You know, she was looking for Hawkeye. And that's kind of where that went. And then you know, he wasn't responsible. And then so you see all of that throughout the Hawkeye show. Which was, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I was told that this is actually, because here she's you know, in her mind, and this is the beginning, and then she takes a leap of faith off the building. I heard that she really did that, though.
Yeah, they showed when she did it. It was fire.
And I think she had she's afraid of heights. Yeah, I give her hella credit, because that couldn't be me, bro.
Yo,
There was a lot of practice. It's a tall ass tower. I think that's like the second tallest building in the entire world after the Dubai one. And yeah, bro. And you know what? Before the scene, the Marvel Studios intro, that set the tone for me already, bro. The way it was just like, it started all like normal, and then it just started to get like all blacked out with the void, followed by this scene. That the tone was set. Boom, right there. 1-2 punch.
Yo, I thought when I saw that and I saw her standing on the building looking like that, I was like, damn, she finna commit suicide?
Yo.
That was the thought.
Yeah.
Right? Damn, oh, she finna kill herself. That's what I was thinking. Then she jumped down and then the fucking parachute came out. And I was like, oh, okay. She's doing a mission. That's exactly what I said. She's doing a mission. Boom.
Yeah. A great start.
Great start.
And so then she gets into the building and, you know, she's kind of casual about it. She's beating niggas up casually. And this scene I like specifically because it reminded me of John Wick. It was a straight shot all the way through. So she did all choreography straight through, all the way through. And I'm like, Marvel's never done that. They always cut away. Yeah.
This was Black Widow. She did the same thing, remember?
Yep. Black Widow did the thing. Iron Man 2. Yep.
The same exact hallway. The camera was panning over her. It just wasn't dark. It was like bright in there. You could see everybody.
And if you see the shadows, they're already foreshadowing, pun intended, it. The void, like how people disappear later, like they're kind of foreshadowing that with the enemy's shadows as she's fighting them, and you see their shadows and stuff. And it reminded me of Daredevil too, like some scenes in Daredevil when he's fighting, and it's all in one shot, one singular shot like that.
Yeah, so I must say when she started fighting, and she's like, I think it's her. She's like narrating while she's fighting, and you could tell the mood that she's in. Like she's bored. She's not excited no more, and like she's losing it. She's losing herself. She's bored, and again, it's the same mood as the beginning of the void and the depression and all that stuff.
Hell yeah. Now, so she makes it down this hallway. She's in a place where she needs to destroy evidence. We find out this scene is so funny because she does the thing where, you know, everybody has tropes, villains have tropes or whatever, and she's talking to the guy that's tied up, that he's apprehended, and he can't talk back to her. But when she gets to this guy, and she says, "What? Oh yeah, it looks like a face that can open a scanner." He's trying to tell her, "Yo, man, like I work for Victoria. I work for what's it, Valerie? Victoria?
Valentina da Fontaine.
I'm tripping." He said, "I work for her. This is her stuff. Like, you can't just be up in here like this." And so she's like, "You know, I need to get the stuff out." And she's not letting him talk. He's trying to shoot her to protect his job. And this is how, you know, it just goes to the fact where he takes himself, I guess, out of the game, the way it looked.
That shit was funny as hell. Like
that, like, that was crazy, bro.
Can't use that face now.
Yeah. So the crazy thing I don't understand is why would she go in a building on a floor that belongs to her boss and kill her boss's employees and destroy evidence? Like, why
did tell her to do that?
No, but she didn't know because the doctor was trying to tell her.
Yeah.
But she kept cutting her off. She kept cutting him off. I'm sorry. So she didn't know that was her office or anything like that. She just, in her mindset, it was a job to do.
Yeah.
Was just destroy the evidence and on to the next shit. She's done with it. She's bored. That's it.
Yeah.
She couldn't get inside, so she just blew the whole shit up.
Yeah.
So I don't think she knew.
I found out that they actually blew that building in real life. Like that wasn't CGI. Like they actually blew that floor in they blew that office floor like with controlled demolition and stuff. They were able to blow that office off.
Get the fuck out of here.
There's a lot of practical effects in this movie, which is one of the things that made this movie very attractive. Because considering how Marvel in the past like 3 years, their CGI was like rushed and stuff. So there's a lot of practical effects in this movie. That's pretty cool.
So they were able to blow that up, right? And make sure the building doesn't collapse.
Crazy.
I don't know how they did it, but they did. They actually blew that up. Like there's a behind the scenes like clip I saw on YouTube about it.
So this reminds me of I forget which one that was, where Cap and Black Widow and all them was trying to get the serum.
Oh, that was outside and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who went up in the sky?
Yep.
Yeah. That's what it reminded me of.
Shit.
Yeah. Dope scene. So here we got Bucky, and Bucky's, he's trying to play. He's trying to play. Look, I feel this. Like, if Cap and them boys is gone, like, what am I gonna do? I'm not killing people no more. So how can I stop bad guys? Like, let me do something. With my life. I went on this thing with Sam, and Sam is Captain America. How can I cover him? From another angle, and have eyes on him. So he's kind of still looking out. But he's not really good at it.
I think, in my opinion, he's trying to fit in because he don't know what else to do. Again, he's bored because now he kind of like they don't need him no more. Exactly what you said. This dude is Captain America. So what's he gonna do exactly?
Mm-hmm.
He's like over 900 years old. He's pretty much a super soldier. I don't know. So he's just trying new shit, I guess.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. But Bucky lost some weight, man. I ain't with it, bro.
Yeah, he's small as hell.
Yeah, I ain't with it, bro. You look weird.
He like what's his name? He like wasn't it Gohan in Dragon Ball GT where he lost a lot of weight and shit? He was like super skinny. And he was trying to fight again. They told his ass like, "What the fuck out of here, bro."
Yeah, like he was like a teacher or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing like a green jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What I don't be understand, I'd be like, damn, it's only one world, and everybody's inside the same universe.
Yes.
Captain America just had his fight with the Red Hulk and all that shit.
Yeah.
Why can't you call on these motherfuckers to come help y'all? Because everybody is inside the same world, bro. It's not like Captain America is on universe 996 and you on universe 1010-5. Oh, bro, y'all motherfuckers is right here because you went to his movie and was talking to him with the same suit on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
he was in the previous movie, yeah.
Hey, bro, I'll be like, yo, that shit don't make that shit never make. I'm like, damn, X-Men and Spider-Man and Iron Man. None of you motherfuckers don't see what the fuck going on outside. Bro,
right.
I always thought, bro, as a young boy, I like, yo, it just don't make sense. Like, all you motherfuckers are superheroes. Yeah. Don't none of y'all see what's going on until you're the center of attention?
Right.
Yo, so you guys remember, right, when I think it was Endgame or probably the ones before when Iron Man and Doctor Strange was trying to fight that guy that controls the the shit, and then Spider-Man is on the school bus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Infinity War. Yeah.
Thank you. And it's exactly what Marvelous is saying. Like they saw that from a school bus. Like you like where in Queens, and this is like in New York. So it's like you don't see a big ass ship running through the damn thing.
That shit never made sense to me, son.
So I got you. I got you on that one.
Bro, like you motherfuckers like, okay, y'all need help. Whatever's going on, go get Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
You just saw the motherfucker a few weeks ago. If you want to act like you're in the movie. You just saw the motherfucker. You had the same clothes on. You just saw him. I don't know. That shit never made sense to me, bro.
Nah, that's facts.
Oh no, I get it. That's definitely, I think on the realistic side is that they obviously want to get these other heroes like their time to shine without having to take it away by throwing like somebody else in there. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, yeah, you would like where was Spider-Man and Daredevil when everybody was getting voided out? Like, man,
yeah, no. That shit be bugging me. Bro.
They're in court right now, and what's her name? Valerie.
The assistant.
No, Valentina.
Yeah, the assistant. I forgot her name.
Yeah, so
but she's mad funny though.
Yeah,
she's a real life comedian though.
I thought that was Miss Marvel.
That's the girl from that movie where John Cena is her father.
Oh,
that comedy movie that the girls was going to prom and they got to lose their virginity. Yeah, and John Cena was her father, and they followed them.
I I don't know. You gotta show me the movie afterwards. I can't. I ain't see it.
Yeah, it's funny as fuck, bro. She's mad funny.
So, Mr. Fontaine is defending herself in court, and she's in some kind of contempt, I guess. She seemed to be assuming all the responsibility over all of the stuff that was in all of the Avenger battles. The
Damage control, pretty much. Yeah.
like taking over the tower, the Shatari weapons, all of that stuff that was like, yo, what happened? You know, she's taking all that stuff and she's like, yo, there's no Avengers. There's nobody coming to save us. And, you know, while this stuff is going on, everybody's collateral damage, Zemo, all that stuff, she's going around and picking out people and making them do stuff for her behind the scenes. And so all of this just comes to a head and they're like, yo, we're going to investigate what you're really doing. And she's saying, I'm overseeing it. I'm not even in it. Like, I'm giving creative direction. And so that's what she's doing here. And she's like, she seems like she's pretty comfortable with the Marvel thing. Like she's that person, you know, and this is the wife of the dude in Black Panther.
Yes, and I was confused about that because I thought she was like a head of director of FBI or something.
Yeah, she's like a Fury. She's like a soft Nick Fury now, in a way.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I'm like, yo, how you with the cops mostly the whole time in Wakanda forever?
Yeah. She was like there.
The fucking president type of shit.
Yeah. The company that they're talking about is Oscorp, and it sounds a lot like Oscorp. I don't know, like they got everything that was from the battles of the Avengers, every single thing.
Everything.
And why don't people?
I think that's the same people from you guys remember Spider-Man Homecoming when in the beginning they're showing like Vulture was working for like that damage control group that was like gathering like all the tech and stuff and taking it. So maybe like a group like that, like maybe bigger than that group or something, or like a affiliate to that group, collecting all them parts and stuff.
Like Oscorp would have made a lot of sense because they are always sneaky with it.
Yeah.
You know? So it would have made a lot of sense if that's what they actually meant.
But if you do Oscorp, then you gotta have a Norman Osborn, and Spider-Man hasn't had that story yet. So that's part of the reason why that's that. But I could be wrong. Like, you know, they just haven't done his origin story justice yet.
Maybe this might be the opportunity to do the next Spider-Man. And maybe tie in with this one.
Yeah. So
the man of the hour.
Yeah, Red Guardian.
The Collector right there. That's Collector.
That dude's the star of the movie.
Shout out to the actor. I don't know his name, but he's been in
David Harbour.
Okay, cool. So he's been in Stranger Things. He done got fat, skinny, fat, swole. You know, he can do anything, bro. And this guy is
talented, bro.
He's
Hellboy.
And he was funny in Black Widow. And he's also very, very funny here. But here, he got a day job just like Bucky and, you know, the other people that tried to make most of their life. But he's just wasting away, man. Like crazy.
Again, back to the same theme of it. What else is for him to do? He, you know, of course he escaped out of jail, so I'm surprised he's still not running. You know, it's not like they just forget about it. Like, oh, okay, he escaped. Just leave him alone.
Yeah.
So he's bored. He wants to be something and someone. He always did. Even in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
He always wanted to like outshine Captain America. Every time they mention Captain America, he's like, "Oh, me too," and I do this and that. So that's like his dream. So now he's just couch potato,
Red Guardian,
limo service.
The Russian Cap.
Him and Cap, though, I notice he does look like he's getting a little older, and Cap, I don't know what because he got frozen or whatever, but does that mean something?
No, Cap got the he took the fucking serum.
But he got it too. He got the Russian version though.
Yeah.
Well, then the Russian version ain't
Yeah,
shit.
Cause he
I mean, look at Isaiah Bradley too. He got the serum and he's aging. So like
chill.
it's it's different levels to that serum, man. Because like later when we'll get to when we get to the Sentry, because he had a mix of that serum too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I guess it works differently on
different people.
different bodies and
Bucky got some too, and Bucky don't get old.
Yeah, facts.
Hmm.
Uh,
Bucky got the Hydra mix though. He got
yeah,
the
Hydra.
hydrocodone. Got that Pluto shit.
Fruit punch.
He got that shit mixed with Hennessy, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. So
Hey,
in this scene, Elena's like coming to visit him because she hasn't heard from him in like a year, and her
Which
sister.
is fucked up.
Yeah, she's found out her sister's dead, and she's just trying to deal with life. So she comes to like check on him and try to see what what he's doing, and he tries to play it like he's doing all these missions. And I hear the see. I know everybody probably laughed at the same thing. He was like, "Are you fulfilled?"
um, Phil and whatever he said. He said some shit. I'm
Like,
full.
yeah, he was like,
Bro,
"I'm so full. I'm so
I'm
filled."
so full. Yeah, I'm so filled. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, that was funny as
I
hell.
have to clean up. I should have known you would see. I would have cleaned up.
Yeah,
bro, the motherfucker ran to the kitchen and put
Hey,
some
bro,
detergent, bro, not toothpaste.
uh,
Hey, I mean, you nasty motherfucker, bro.
and that took me out when he did that. Man, this man
Uh,
wash his
straight,
teeth
hey,
Gangster.
with
straight
dish soap.
Viking. That nigga a Viking, bro.
yeah,
Viking and hey, yo, listen, real quick. Let's take one short break and let you guys know how you can get some exclusive Grown Ass Men Toys merchandise. So we all wearing the shirts and the hoodies and all that. Follow the steps on the video. We'll be right back in one moment.
yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Collector 425. 1/3 of Grown Ass Men Toys. If you guys don't already know, man, we got merch. Look at this. We outside. We got I'm a Collector. We got the Grown Ass Men Toys podcast. Man, if you guys want one of these cool ass shirts, hit us up. We got sizes medium, large, 2X. We might have a 3X. We got shirts, we got sweaters, we got merch. Hit us up, man. You guys know the slogan. We outside. Brrrah.
Now back to the Red Gotti.
Yeah. She's talking to him about how she just doesn't know what she's doing in life and how she wants to quit. And then bro, like, wait, give me a phone, give me her number. He said, I would kill to be in a position, and she's like, nah, I do the same thing over and over again, And so he's like, the only time I really felt like I was doing the right thing was when I was a hero in Russia. That's when I felt like I was somebody. And so she decides to take the next mission. That's the last mission. And this is where she goes, like a facility that Mr. Fontaine has. And that's where all the secrets are. And it's like deep underground and all that. And upon doing that, she sees somebody go inside, sees a ghost go inside. So what you guys think when you first saw Ghost? I like her outfit.
Yeah, I wasn't hype about the whole white, but now it's more stealthy and I like it, bro.
Yeah, it looked dope. I was happy about it too. It's got like a big ass alien head.
Yeah.
But it's dope.
Yeah, it does. It's different. Definitely different. Huh?
I hadn't noticed that alien head thing.
Yeah, like a big ass dome.
It goes at that.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Fire.
Oh, that's dope, bro. That went right over my head, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so she goes inside, and Yelena has her as a target, which is crazy because that's a death. You trying to die, and then as they get inside, you find U.S. agent, Ghost, Yelena, and Taskmaster here in the scene start going at it, and they're each other's targets for some reason. They're not the same person's target. So Elena got Ghost got Taskmaster got U.S. agent got Elena, and it's just a bunch of
She set him up.
Yeah, she sent him up to be that way.
yeah.
Um, I I was excited to see Taskmaster. The fact that they used the same girl, at least they used the same girl. So that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
And the fact that she ties in with Black Widow and then her, you know, and that whole scene right there. And I think Taskmaster was badass.
Hell
in the
yeah.
fight scene.
Some of the best that we've seen in a Marvel movie. You know, it's on par. It didn't slouch. Some good stuff. You wanted to see how U.S. Agent held up against another superpowered person, and
That could copy your moves because she was throwing. She was that shield was like a frisbee. That shit was. She was just throwing that shit like nothing, bro.
yeah.
So even a knife, when they threw the knife, everybody caught it.
Yeah,
I was
bro.
like, damn, you're hard, bro.
That scene was crazy, bro.
Hey,
And
right there,
what's
bro.
up?
right here, like Metal Gear Solid, bro.
Yeah.
Yup.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, man.
And I noticed that she cannot turn like invisible. So without putting that mask on,
Yeah.
she can't no more.
So the thing is, she used to hurt when she had to do that, and now she could just do it at will. You know what I'm saying? Which makes her a deadly person, bro. Like just phasing through stuff. But she got like Nightcrawler in the fact that she has to see or know where she's going.
Yeah.
She don't want to get stuck inside.
Yeah.
That's the scary part, getting stuck in between walls and then you die like that. Now, do you think Hasbro is gonna come out with a figure of her like that?
Nah.
I think so, because they show two packs, but they still are the characters out there.
So this is a U.S. agent trying to kill Yelena.
That was dope too.
Yelena is literally the civilian in this situation. She's the one that's outmatched by a lot, and she's not ready for any of these, things because she's just not there mentally, and you're trying to kill her, and so she finally just charges up and starts to fight back, and I think Ghost comes up behind and tries to kill. No, Taskmaster comes up and try to kill U.S. Agent and eats it, bro. Eat a bullet.
Bro, check this out. U.S. Agent was funny as hell in this movie.
Yeah.
He had a great character. Like when he did his TV show, he was all serious and shit. It just didn't flow.
Yeah.
This he actually
was more forced.
Yeah.
Bro, right. It was forced. This one he had a sense of humor, he had a personality. Another thing I was just finished. Oh, I found out today. Y'all know Kurt Russell?
Yep, that's his son.
That's his real son, bro.
Who?
Kurt Russell. Remember? Okay, boom. I'm gonna tell you Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is remember on Guardian of the Galaxy?
Guardians, yeah.
Eagle the Living Planet.
Oh yeah, yo, he got the same jaw, bro.
Star-Lord's dad.
Yeah.
Okay. That's U.S. Agent's real son in real life.
Well, his dad, yeah, that's his dad in real life.
Oh, really?
Kurt Russell is his dad. U.S. Agent is his son.
He ain't getting none of them looks, bro.
Dude, he looked just like him.
He do look like him,
bro. Just blind.
Bro, this whole right here, this whole thing here, bro, is him.
Hey, what it is Kurt Russell had no facial hair, and he always had long hair.
Yeah.
This guy, big ass beard, short haircut, so it kind of blends in. You wouldn't see. Yo, honestly, a lot of motherfuckers don't want to go out looking like their father or their mother. They want to make their own mark in the world.
Right.
So they'll go out and they'll adopt a whole new look just so they don't look like this person. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to, I want to make it because of my talent, not because who my dad is.
Right.
Right. They don't want no nepotism.
Right. Right.
And I wanted to say something real quick to add to that Taskmaster thing, bro. How do you guys feel about how what they did to the character? Why let the character live through Black Widow, bring it back just to freaking just blast the character away again, bro?
That's Collector. Go ahead, Collector.
Bro, I said the same exact shit. You have her on the cover. She's in the photo itself, and you just killed her off the beginning, and the way y'all did it was mad grimy, though.
Yo,
she should have at least fought the Void and died that
that
way.
way. Boom. To the point when you said that earlier on the phone, Collector, like, yo, she was in the photo, she was in the poster. And I was like, you know what? Damn, she was in the poster.
Yeah.
So, and I remember during the movie, I was thinking she's going to come back alive at some point.
Yep.
I was like, she got to
take her place.
Bro, something. I was thinking that during the whole, like, okay, so where the fuck is Taskmaster?
Me
the
too.
Whole movie.
In the comics, it's a guy. So I'm thinking the female would die, and then a guy would take over.
A guy go take her place.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he does, man. Hopefully they do bring in Tony Masters, who is the actual real Taskmaster. So like maybe they can do like a Mandarin type thing, like how people didn't like the Mandarin plot twist in Iron Man 3, and then they brought the real Mandarin in Shang-Chi. Maybe they can do something like that.
Or they had the wrong War Machine, and then they switched them out.
Oh, that too. He's been a Skrull, and we still don't know for how long he's been a Skrull.
So right here,
great.
Right here, Yelena is ducking and dodging from a U.S. agent still, and he hits this panel, which is Sentry, and just powers it right up. And this is very like much a callback to like Vision. When Vision woke up, everybody was fighting and all that. It's kind of same feel. And so that powers up. They keep fighting, and it goes on. And in the next slide, Marvelous.
Go ahead, Marvelous. Next slide.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm doing business and shit.
Next slide. Up on U.S. agent and Ghost clean right between the eyes. Does it, and that just kind of breaks Yelena's focus. And they're like, yo, damn, somebody actually got their target. So
I think she was more shocked because that was like kind of like her sister, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because it was a sistery, the red room.
Yeah.
It's like, the old females, and she was like part of that. So that's when they was like, after she hit the floor, they started like scavenging her armor and her weapon.
Man,
They was like, yo, show some respect. Like, what the fuck?
She wanted me to have it.
Hey, motherfucker said, I need it.
I need it. She would have wanted me to have it.
I need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can skip over this one. No, that's an extra slide. So yeah, so then here's Bob. Bob wakes up. They don't know who Bob is. He's like,
that shit was funny as hell.
They're trying to kill him. Like, yo, stop saying his Bob. And he tries to escape, but then the door comes down and it locks him. So,
yo, that motherfucker said, damn, you said that you're Captain America. He's like, yeah, man, you an asshole.
Yeah. So that's facts. Like, he's like nothing like a cap. He doesn't have nothing good. So while this is going on, Mr. Fontaine is in this gallery she created full of all of the stuff that she salvaged from all these battles. And this dude is a guy that's trying to like get her locked up. But he's like, yo, I'm gonna get you. And Bucky's also at the meeting. He's just kind of looking on to see if he can find some intel. And he ends up talking to her assistant. And he's like, yo, like come on, get on our side, get on the right side. And the girl's telling her, like, yo, it's not that easy. Like, you can't just get out like that.
But she knew what he was doing because she called him out on it. She was like, really? Are you really trying to do this, and that? Trying to get me to do, this is? And he was like, yeah. She's like, nah, that ain't going to work. Pretty much, that wasn't going to work.
And it's the whole Avenger. That's the Avengers A from the
tower.
Yeah,
the tower. You got it up. Just for speculate, like just for people to just look over, which is crazy.
I wish I had that shit on my ceiling, bro.
Nuts. So the next slide is okay. So they at each other at gunpoint. They all about to kind of try to kill each other, and Yelena's like, "Yo, there's no way, like we're all stealing secrets. Like, yo, you stealing, I'm stealing." They say They said all of us are stealing, so she's like, "Nah, man, we got set up."
Yeah, she said we all was sent here by the same person, pretty much hired
Yeah.
To be here at the same time to do that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. They don't want to hear it at first. They're just trying to get a Ghost. Pretty much is done. Like she's just like, yo, I'm about to bang it. You know, I ain't trying to say I got my target. I'm about to get my. They were all promised something. You know, you promised to be more customer, I guess like people facing, like a hero. Walker was promised something. Ghost was promised something, and I don't know what Taskmaster was promised. They never heard let her talk about it. And then they're just like hashing through it, and Bob is still kind of hanging around. He doesn't know what's going on.
Confused as hell.
And then they notice that the room is getting hotter, and they're like, "Yo, what the hell is going on?" They about to blow this hole up.
But before that, though, Ghost tried to phase through the door.
Yeah.
And they have a special sound
barrier.
Sound barrier. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that stopped her from phasing through.
Mm-hmm.
And then what Kamala said after.
Yeah. So at this point, Bob doesn't know what's going on. They try to figure out how to get out, and they end up having to work together just to get out of the building. You know, this part where Ghost tries through, and you know, she's probably the only one that needed special precautions. Other than that, that building would have kept all of them inside.
Yeah, right. and this lady knew that, so that's why she built that, to make sure she don't escape. Everybody died.
She covered all her bases with that shit.
In here chilling, talking to people, chopping it up. Doesn't notice that they're not dead yet, and that's pretty much all that's happening there. You know, she's trying to make sure her secrets get destroyed before they can come over there. And the next slide is what we got.
The next slide. Morris, the fuck?
Oh yeah, so they're working together to get the sound barrier off. John Walker ends up smashing it with his shield. I don't know, is his shield vibranium or no?
Bro,
you know what?
Hey, be quiet. Hey, that motherfucker. I thought it was vibranium too.
Yeah,
but nah, bro, it got to be some other shit. Because I mean, it does ricochet bullets. It bounces up back like Captain America's shield and everything. But nah. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro.
It was pretty close, but it still got turned into a tackle.
That shit was funny as fuck too, bro. This whole movie was a comedy for me. I don't know. I was laughing during the whole movie, bro.
The next slide is oh yeah, John Walker notices the place where I was sitting. He didn't get a chance to say nothing, but you know, he just noticed, it's kind of noticed like weird that he's in this like coffin looking thing.
Yeah, like why? Like why is he in this room? Mm-hmm. Why is he here? Period. Right, with all this.
Yeah. So they tell Ghost after they break down the sound barrier. They say, "Yo, go through there and let us out." There's a lot of situations like this in this movie where they had to trust Ghost, and she goes through there and take a long ass time to come out. Bro, she don't even need y'all. You know, low key.
Y'all cook.
She left her and shit. Like, oh, okay, she gonna leave us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw Yelena was closing her eyes, like she was ready to accept that oven.
Yeah. Like if I'm gonna die like this, that's it. And so there's a big explosion. They get blown out. Yelena hits her head. Boom. And this is the first time you see her as a kid on some kind of training. You mostly see Black Widow getting trained as a kid, and this is her first.
You know what, Tudo? I was wishing they had Black Widow somewhere in here. Because wasn't y'all sisters?
Yes.
Y'all grew up together. Y'all both was in the red room. Why the fuck? I never saw her nowhere in the movie.
Nah, none.
So I'm thinking, and that's just me thinking outside the box. The guy who took the sisters, they want them to be separated, to train them both different. Like they didn't want them to be trained as sisters, so they both went through the same shit. But if you notice, Black Widow was way more advanced, so she went first, and I'm assuming that her younger sister went after. So that's why you won't even see them together, because they didn't want them together.
Yeah, you know something that Red Guardian said when he told her that he only felt filled when he was a hero. He was like, you know, your sister realized all of this way before you. Maybe it's your time, you know, to really like turn over a good leaf and like really. And she was shaking her head like, nah, nah, I ain't doing none of that, bro. I don't need to do that. I don't need no team. I don't need none of that. So it's like a little undertone of like doing good in a team format. But she's in here and she gets her friend at the time killed. You know
that was like, yeah, that was gangster.
And killing a kid in a movie is still like taboo, mind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They did it twice or 3 times. I don't know how many times they did it. They did a few times. So the girl gets murked, and then she sees Bob in the actual dream, and she's trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, like how are you in my dream? And
then they wake up, she see him holding their hands, like they holding hands and shit. So did you realize that he got that kind of power?
Hell
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that there's something up with this Bob dude.
Yeah.
And he was in that room for a reason.
Mm-hmm. So Red Guardian is driving around Miss DeFontaine and hearing all of the secrets while he's doing his limousine service, and he hears about them being trapped.
But bro, what's crazy? I'm like, hold on. This is his limousine service. He got his fucking name all over the car.
Straight up.
No, he got his name on the other car.
Oh, he wasn't. Okay, he wasn't driving.
Oh, okay. I thought he was driving his car with them.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because he uses
like, bro,
the other one when he's the superhero.
That shit wild.
Because in one of the scenes he says, "Oh, I have to go back home and get this one to come get you guys."
Yeah, I know that. I was like, that's a tacky ass car to be. So yeah, he hears, he ready, he down for whatever, but he's
hyped for it. He's ready.
Yeah, so this is the first callback to the Void. I think it was a little early. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a little early to mention the name Void, but she was just talking to him about like darkness and feeling depressed and all of that, and
how to deal with it, and then he's trying to figure out how does she deal with it.
Yeah.
And how can he deal with it, pretty much.
Because the Bucky, he in the crib trying to figure out what to do. He eating food. He don't know how to eat food properly.
Got his whole hand inside the dishwasher, bro.
Yeah.
His whole arm. Oh my God. The whole arm. I'm like, wow, it's crazy.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, he on the phone with this girl. She's telling him what she telling him, comrade?
She was saying how she something bad is gonna happen and that the people didn't die, the people are breaking out of the facility, and Bucky was like, yo, just join us, just get on our side. And he was like, it's not that easy. Like, man, I just tell me where you are. She's like, you got GPS. He's like, yeah, but I don't do that anymore. I don't know what you mean. He's like, no, I don't do that anymore. So they're looking up Bob, and they see that Bob is a dude that was Bob was on drugs or something like that.
Yeah. He's a meth addict. In the comics, he's a meth addict and stuff, and I'm glad that they translated that into the movies, because bro is pretty much, he's a drug addict Superman, bro. That like he had nothing to lose. He said, let me be part of this program to see what happens. If I die, I die. If not, I become whatever I become. And he became the Sentry. But the thing is, there's a catch, and that's the Void. So that's he's got the mental struggle of the Void. So like throughout the comics, they both work in tandem sometimes, but it's always a struggle. So like imagine Superman with mental problems, bro. Like that could go either way, bro, from 0 to 100. Like instead of morals and stuff like Superman, it's just all based off of your mental struggle. So I like how they did the Sentry, and I think the actor that played him did a great job at selling the silliness and the mental struggle and the anxiety and depression that he was portraying in the movie.
Yeah, so, at first I was like, I don't know, but then actually seeing the movie, yeah, I completely agree with you, Post.
This was his debut at doing Marvel, and he did a fantastic job of nailing it. Yeah,
he did. Fun fact: he also played somebody else named Bob in another movie. I haven't seen this movie, but he played in Top Gun, the new Top Gun that came out like a couple years ago or 2 years ago, something like that. He played a pilot named Bob, so
Gotcha.
he played two Bobs already.
That's
So,
funny.
so right here, what we're looking at is they finally made it up to the top. Bob has conveniently touched on two people in the group so far. So two people in the group.
Yeah.
He can't keep his motherfucking hands to himself.
Two people in the group know what it's like, and Mr. Fontaine has brought a strike.
Hey, Conrad, real quick.
Uh,
Now, I thought you was gonna have the episode in here, but not episode, the part in here when Bob touched
U.S. agent.
Walker.
Yeah.
Walker.
Yeah, you were showing him sitting at home on the phone and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, nigga, that remind me of me when my son was born. I just be in the room chilling. She like, Jeremy, you gotta watch the baby. I'm like, I'm watching him.
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing. He just right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that shit remind me of me. Not like a loser like this dude was.
Yeah.
But just the way he was acting, just not. But listen, especially when you a guy, you got babies.
Yeah.
You got boys anyway. You not so overprotective anyway. You sit and you watch them do like little shit.
Yeah.
You know, they get up and they fall on the crib. You don't care because they ain't hurt themselves. But women, oh boy, he falls some shit, they go crazy. So yeah. I kind of resonated with that a little bit like that. I was just like that, just watching him on my phone, chilling. I see him in my peripherals, climbing on the crib, and he'll fall back down, climb back up, fall back down, but he's not hurting himself.
And
she's like, "No, you gotta watch him. You gotta like really put the phone down and really pay attention." I was like, "Bro, God, that shit remind me of me." It's funny,
but also he's a first-time dad, so
yeah.
He was looking at his phone at the ridicule that
at the headlines he was getting about him.
Yeah,
he killed that dude from the show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's safe to say that Voight's powers, when he touches people, he brings up their depression.
Yeah,
the fucked up part about him. The most fucked up part about him.
Yeah. Did you notice that when he touched Walker, that Walker looked like he low-key was going to kill himself, like he was going to jump down the...
Yeah.
He was like, yo, what you doing? He was like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't kill himself.
Yeah.
So,
scary powers, bro.
So the strike group jumps in, they go in. It's a significant fight scene by Walker and Yelena, and Bob and them get out, and then Ghost comes to kind of get him in a truck and and they almost discovered. They almost get found out, and Bob decides to jump out and just make a distraction because he's like, he almost doesn't care about himself. He wants to help, and Yelena's like, yo, just trust me. Like, just I'm here to protect you. You're a civilian. So he does this, and then they all point the guns on him, and he's a hostile, and they're getting out. Everybody's getting out. I think that's before he did the gun thing, but go ahead.
Did this before?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, this the order that is in.
It's okay.
Okay.
And then they light that nigga up, bro.
I was like, why no blood coming out? I get he a superhero, but it should have looked more realistic. His shirt wasn't red or nothing. It just was holes.
They lit him up, bro. I'm like, first of all, why is all of that firepower required for one civilian?
Man, that motherfucker was shaking, bro.
They lit him up like a tank, bro. Bob get lit up. It shows it from a couple different angles, and he falls to the ground, and then he gets right back up, and he sees his shirt is ripped, but nothing's wrong with him.
Yo, the way his eyes was changing during the whole movie was hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it was.
Eyes light up, boy, levitate off the ground, start floating, and everybody's like, yo, looking at the paperwork, they're like, yo, check this out. This is what he was supposed to be. Like, they was experimenting on him. And like Poster pointed out earlier, I don't know if it's like 10 times the super soldier serum or 1,000. It was something like that. It was a number. I forget, but he has like that many times more super soldier serum than Captain America. Like they really like
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like
a
the
1,000 though.
I kind of like the part when he got up, right? And he started like levitating, and he didn't really know or how to control it, and he just went flying up. But he's not like Superman. He's more like falling up, really.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh shit, like what the hell? I like that part because if you're confused and you don't know really what's going on, all of a sudden you just flying, you can't control that shit.
Right.
So he's off balance until he's high up and shit. Well, I find that shit dope.
He ended up just fainting, and then like a comet came down and nigga hit the ground, douche. The tank they was that nigga destroyed everything in the area, knocked them
like a big nuke.
Yeah, and now they on foot like, yo, we gotta get out of here. And they're trying to get far away from the facility as possible. This is the paperwork of him being Sentry and like the plans they had for his suit and all that. Like this will be America's superpower, and you know, stronger.
Super Goldust.
With a cape.
And so here she's deciding to still keep him, even though she sees that she tried to kill him or whatever. She's like, I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna try to, you know, work this out. He's the only test subject that survived. You know, let's just get another facility. Let's get some other place to work on him. And the girl is like, yo, this is gonna be all over the news. She's like, yo, did you hear what I said? Like, we're going somewhere. We're gonna make this work. I'm gonna turn it around. And that's why you're there. And then they're walking in the desert, and they hear a noise. They hear some honking. And you know what it is already.
Yo, but the shit that I didn't get is how he knew exactly where they were at.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's that good as
tracking, but they didn't
remember he was driving the limo and the Fontaine was in the limo and he heard her talk. So.
Yeah, but due to explosion and everything, they walked hella distance from that area.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did.
And he was driving. He looked like he was mad far away.
Yeah.
For him to drive and stop exactly while they lying down like this.
Yeah.
Know exactly where you are. Hey, my friend, come here. You know, like how the hell?
He was like, "Don't get in. Don't go in the building. They're gonna blow you up." I was like, yeah. Dude, it's somebody granddaddy, bro.
That shit was hilarious, bro. She was so embarrassed. It was so funny.
So he got him in the car. He's like, yo, this team has all the makings of a hero. he going off. He's like, don't drink out of the big gulp.
Hey, that nigga pissed in it, bro.
Yeah. Like, bro, what?
Yo, and when he was telling the story about the Thunderbolts and the soccer team and shit, he's just going off, bro.
It's funny. It's like an embarrassing dad, bro. That's what it's. And he's like, yo, so you know, it was pretty fire until the convoys come up on him, and you thinking they just try to turn him, like pull him over and like handcuff him.
Boys trying to light their ass up.
And they taking him out the game. So they chopping that vehicle up, bro. And Walker is keeping everybody alive for the most part.
Swiss cheese, bro.
No. And I'm sitting here like, how is this car taking this? He's like, it's bulletproof. Man, it's our life, bro.
Bulletproof-ish. Bulletproof-ish. It's bulletproof-ish.
I was saying like, yo, she's like there. Ghost try to get out. She tried to like phase toward the vehicle, and they got them joints
big ass speakers.
Sonic thing, yeah, because that's what she used to do. She used to just jump into the vehicles and fuck them up, and
so they
jump to the next one.
Up everybody with something to stop all them people, and so she tried to get out there.
Yeah, she looked dope.
They set it off, and she go right back in there, and the next thing you know, Yelena shoots one of them, and it blows up, and Bucky got the same stuff from when he used to be the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
That killing niggas, he got the same things, and he come in like the Terminator, like collect.
Terminator. They came in like the Terminator. I didn't like that shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? The only thing they need to do is play the music.
That was
You
cool though. I
know
like
what?
that.
Bucky always did business on the bike now. Oh, even when he killed Tony Stark, he was on the bike.
Look at dude, come on, bro. Like
Yeah.
with the shades too, I was done, bro.
Yeah. This is classic Bucky stealing the show,
Fact.
popping the wheelie, all that, whipping Hummers with his one strong.
One arm, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga say, "Wang, wang."
So then they get back to the tower.
Yo, but before that, so he threw another mine and it went onto their car. They was
And
clapping
blew
for him.
that
Yeah, he saved us. And that shit said, "Boo!" I said, "That's fucked
he
up,
was
bro."
ready
He
to
could have
turn
pulled
him.
them over.
He was ready to turn them in.
Yeah.
Yo, look like he's gonna kill them, bro.
Yeah, he don't trust none of them. He got him. He blew up their car, and then they're back at the tower with the A is off. You see, Mr. Fontaine is
Avengers Tower. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's remodeling it. However, for her, as like a watchtower is what they call it. And this is where she's gonna want Sentry's headquarters to be, as well as hers, and she's playing big boss role. And I'm not sure I like the way that there's no A on that tower.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
just don't like the fact that she's able to walk in and take over that tower, knowing that Piper or whatever
Pepper.
owns that building.
Pepper Piper.
No,
I wasn't saying Pepper Pig for some
yo,
reason.
listen. If you remember, Collector, when you said that inside the chat, I was thinking, I was like, hold on. Remember, I forgot what movie it was, but Happy. Remember, Happy was packing shit up. He's like, yeah, the building was sold.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
It was Homecoming. It was in Homecoming.
Yeah.
With Spider-Man.
Because remember in Deadpool when he was trying to be an Avenger, Happy was in another
building.
Yeah, he had his own apartment stuff.
Right. Right. But he was packing the building up. Yeah, packing it up. He's like, yeah, we gotta go. The building was sold. Homecoming. Yeah, the shit was. Yeah, he was clearing out. Had people like 1,000 people in there, boxes everywhere. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Now that you brought it up, yeah.
I didn't think of that either. Yeah, so
wow.
here, Mr. Fontaine is she's trying to play him like Homelander. If you ever watch The Boys, she's trying to look motherly and try to play that I believe in you, lay your head on my breast, in all that role. And he's kind of eating it up a little
without
bit.
the milk, though. Without the milk.
No milk on this one. And he's like, yo, these are not bad people, but she's trying to like set him up to kill the Thunderbolts. Mm-hmm. And he eventually does something to show her a part of her childhood. And this is some dude that shot her old boy.
Yeah, so she went to go grab his hand to like console him and shit like this.
Yeah. But then when he does that, he sees that she had traumatic childhood and stuff like that. And now we go back to where Bucky has them tied up. He ain't trying to hear none of that. That nigga like, who you work for? Was like, yo, we not the bad guys. Yo, we was trying to run away from the bad guys. Bucky ain't trying to hear it, bro. And I'm very impressed that Bucky got goddamn Walker tied up like everybody else,
bro.
You ain't think that he could break out of that? He's supposed to.
I thought he was gonna be able to because he got the fucking serum, the serum.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't. Walker tied
I
up
mean, hey, do y'all remember in the beginning that scene when they all worked together to climb that tower that was really dark? If you notice, Walker was the first one that said, all right, let me try this. You saw how he jumped?
Yes.
Just off the super soldier serum, he was able to jump so high.
Yeah.
Because he was out there for a minute.
Yeah.
And land so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, oh.
And I don't think I've ever recalled Captain America doing that.
No, me either.
Yeah.
But if you remember Civil War in the beginning, though, like, I don't remember him jumping, but he can jump far, but I remember Civil War. He kicked a car, like he just kicked a car into somebody else, like
Yeah,
bam.
I remember that. I remember that.
A whole ass car.
So remember the motorcycle? How he grabbed it and just flung that shit like it's a frisbee.
Motorcycle too. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
For that, I don't think that they really did push the limits with Bucky and Cap and even now Walker about what the super soldier serum could do. Like,
yeah.
They're not pushing it like that. They're making them look like, a little bit stronger than average human being. But
hey, bro, I'm gonna say this: if you that fucking strong, you can throw a car with one hand. You can stop a wrap a fucking that metal wire he had around his arm, and he hit the ground and make the whole car flip. Bro, if you that fucking strong, when you punch these regular motherfuckers, you should punch holes in them, bro, because
or like Cap holding that helicopter back too in Civil War.
Yes,
bro. They be fighting and it be regular punches and kicks and shit. And I be like, bro, like you that strong.
Yeah.
Dude fucking face should look like it got hit with a shotgun, bro.
Yes.
And you know what? Spider-Man is stronger than all of them, bro. Spider-Man is way stronger and he pulls his punches too.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Like maybe that'd be the only other realistic thing is they're pulling punches because you got, like Marvel said, you got that type of strength. You using that shield, you chopping niggas in half, dog.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
ain't nobody getting up.
That politician, the dude that was talking to Fontaine, Bucky like grabbed him or something. He's like, God damn, Bucky! Like he was like, yo, like, because he touched him like too hard or something.
Yeah. So here, back before that, the first scene, she said something that was like really crazy. She was like, "You think there's a bad guy, good guy, but she's like, in reality, there's a bad guy and then there's a worse guy. Which one do you want to be?" Mm-hmm. And so she's implying like, "Yo, everybody got to do some dirt to get what they got to get." And in the vehicle here, they're getting over to where she is, and he's like, "This is the difference between the super soldier serum." Red Guardian said, "Yo, so like, how hard can you punch? How high can you jump? Like, what do you do when you get tired?" Bucky's like, "I don't get tired." And I'm like, how does he get tired and Bucky don't get tired?
All right, but he got that Russian super serum. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you never know how that one was made.
Yeah,
right.
We never was told. We never was told that one. Listen, really
Bucky
quick.
had the Hydra shit.
He had the Hydra shit. Yo, let's take another quick break and let you guys know how you can get on. Do you go on? How you can get on? Do your Grown Ass Man Toys Toy Room tour, or just have an interview with the fellas if you want. Follow the instructions in the video, and we'll be right back in one moment.
What's going on, you guys? Real Comrade here, and I just wanted to let you guys know, perhaps you wanted to do a toy room tour, and perhaps we wanted to invite you on to a toy room tour. How can we make that happen? Well, you can send us a comment here in the comment section on this video, or you can DM us on IG, any one of us, Marvelous Shots to Fox, Collector 425, or myself, The Real Comrade, or even the Grownassmentoyz page. You can DM and send a message just letting us know that you want to do a toy room tour, and we would gladly love to sit down and talk to you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Continue to enjoy the show. We outside.
So we go back to here. Here we go.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is when they're trying to
find a way to get inside the building.
Yeah, they're trying to break inside Fontaine's building. And they just say, fuck it, let's just drive through that bitch. Which I was like, damn.
What's the plan? There's a plan?
No plan. Just drive through that shit, start beating the shit out of everybody. And she like, wait a minute, you can just come up, the door unlocked.
You know what that reminded me of a little bit when he said, "What's the plan?" and then they just went through it. That's when Cap and Iron Man first meet in the first Avengers movie, and they're talking to each other. It's like, so like, you got a plan or whatever? What's the plan of attack? And Tony just turns and says, "Attack," and then he just goes and like does it.
Right. Yep. She told them that the door is open. I left the door open for y'all. You come on up. So they came
when
up.
she said that, I already knew the plot.
Me too. I know. Yo, when they walked in, I said, damn, this is the tower.
Yeah.
It's just remodeled. It looks different.
Yeah.
It's for her now.
Yeah,
We have a Hulk type moment.
Yeah. This is the part with the Hulk and then the with the Loki and Iron Man when Iron Man flew in and they started talking and then he tried to control him, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
So
when he was making the drink.
Yep. And it was crazy. She making the drink too. She asked, hey, you want a drink? Oh, you got that shit. They was telling her how we gonna take you in. You know, we came to get you. She was like, nah, nope, not happening. And then just telling them that. Huh?
Bucky's trying to grab her in this scene, and it gets to start.
Yeah, nigga, arm start vibrating and shit.
So how did you get?
You're right. And then boom. Now, when he walked down, I was a little bit like, I wasn't like, what the fuck? But I was like, I mean, I kind of get it. That's like a muscle suit. He ain't that big.
Yeah.
It's a muscle suit. He looked okay, but he looked kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Somebody showed a still of a Think Tree movie. Didn't know that they had a Think Tree movie from the 80s.
Whoa.
I'm going to show it to y'all when we get off. I got to find it. But, bro, that suit looked great for the fucking 80s, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Versus this one, they did a still side by side. Nah, bro.
Man.
Ayo. That Charlemagne meme. Nah, that ain't it, bro. Hey, like this look cool, but I'm like, nah, bro. I don't know, nah.
Yo, so you know what this remind me of? And I'm horrible with names and stuff, but this reminds me of a Superman scene.
Yeah.
And remember when Superman was fighting a guy that he gets his power from the sun, and he had blonde hair, and he has Superman's powers, and then he has the electricity coming out of his hands.
Yep.
You guys remember that post? No.
Yep. I remember it.
I don't know.
What was his name?
Oh.
Zod?
Zod.
No, it's not Zod. This dude had blonde hair, and like when the sun is covered, he falls asleep like this.
In the animated series?
Nah, it was the old movie, Superman movie. I think Superman 2.
I know. This one,
the bald head dude
with Lex Luthor. Yeah, he found him.
Yeah,
found him and powered him up with the sun.
Yeah, I forgot who it was though. I remember that scene. Like yeah, he do look like him a little bit. He do.
I was trying to figure out at what point I thought his powers made his hair blonde. I'm like, if Sentry's hair is blonde, his hair's not blonde. How do they get to that point? And then she's like,
she dyed it.
I died.
was like, shortcut.
She dyed this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I can't front. I was looking at old one like, man, this is a nice looking woman, bro.
Straight up.
Hey, listen, yo, bro. I had to Google her. This motherfucker 65 years old, son.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong.
Hey, motherfucker, look all right. I'm like, yo, this is a nice looking woman, bro.
That is,
and she got that Rogue style too, bro.
Bro, listen, I was telling my wife, every time I see an attractive woman around her, I don't say she look good. I just say, hey, man, that's a nice piece.
That's a nice,
nice piece right there. Hey, nice piece of ass. But I don't get so vulgar.
No, that's it.
Yeah, hey, nice piece right there.
So this is here where she's like, yo, she's like, they're like, oh, you gotta stop. We're gonna bring you in. We're not killing nobody. So, oh no. I'm gonna have him kill you. And then he's like, no, I don't need to kill these guys. You just turn yourself in. Man, Russian red what do it? Red
Guardian.
Red Guardian. He's like, yo, stop talking. Like, you get knocked out first quarter, they start getting down.
Yeah.
The shoot, I think it's Bucky or somebody was trying.
Bucky started shooting at him.
Yeah, he like, yo, you think a bullet gonna do something?
Stop that shit and fling that shit right back.
What? USA just try to get with him?
Bro, bent that nigga shit like a taco shit, bro.
And that's still looking like Cuban bread, bro. That was,
everybody got clapped.
He
beat the shit out of them niggas, bro.
Hey. Like nothing, bro.
He threw Red Guardian out the window, then
brought him back in.
Brought him back inside.
Bro, I think if he would have dropped him, I don't know, bro. or just flung him and just have like that Wolverine scene when Magneto threw Wolverine and he just kept going.
So for some perspective, this is 3 super soldiers at one time. Like really, honestly, like what is we doing right now? And man, Bucky down on him.
Bro, when he did this, his arms, his hands started like burning up right here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, he finna destroy his hand.
Vibranium though.
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm like, he way stronger than some fucking vibranium. That's what I'm thinking. He finna, bro. Look at this. Remember, Captain America's shit was vibranium.
Yeah.
And Thanos broke that bitch.
Yeah, he did.
And he's
with his
stronger
sword.
than Thanos.
That with
With like his sword thing too. He broke it with his sword thing. Whatever.
Yo, what's the sword thing?
Vibranium?
Huh?
Is Thanos' sword vibranium? Was that staff?
No, but I think it's the alien technology is way more advanced than like the vibranium. Like the vibranium is.
I bet you Sentry is stronger than Thanos and his alien technology.
Oh, that's an argument right there, bro.
And Vision.
That's what I'm thinking. So this shit, I was like, oh man, Bucky ain't gonna have no arm for real, bro.
Yo,
I mean, he went toe to toe against Galactus in the comics too.
Man,
the Sentry.
He grabbed the arm, took it off, beat that nigga with it, and threw it back to him. I was like, yo.
I was laughing my ass off. How you gonna
Bucky
his ass?
Took off his jacket like, yeah, we about to, man, I'm from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to, like, he about to get out, and he just got whooped.
Got his ass whooped. Hey, yo, to the point, they all got up and started running to the elevator.
They did.
I said, oh, shit. They
Yeah.
running.
I've never seen an elevator door close that fast in my life.
Hey, they ran down. This was dope. I like how they ran down. They was on the street now.
Yeah.
And they just talking, they arguing with each other about what's the next plan.
We're a bunch of bums.
Bro, we're right. And people just walking by them, looking at them. Like, and you see the shit in the shot. That was meant to be that way, bro.
Yeah.
It was meant to be that way.
Getting into it, going after each other, and Lena was ripping everybody a new one. She's like, yo, y'all, this is dumb. We're going to lose. I told you we was going to lose. Why we even fighting these people? And she's like, now you know, we're not a team. Walker tried to say something. She's like, yo, you're a piece of trash. So he's like, go take it easy on your dad. So you want to talk? So it's my turn. She said, you already know you're a piece of trash. I ain't got to talk to you. So that bad dad rap on Walker was crazy, right?
That's when she was going in.
Yeah, she was going in and shit.
She's like, I don't want to do this. So now here, DeFontaine already said he's stronger than all of the Avengers rolled up into one.
Well, stronger, powerful, more powerful than a god or something like that.
Yeah,
it was a god reference.
Boom. So then he said, if I'm more stronger than all of them roll up into one, at least one of them is a god. So that means God. Yeah. So like, why do I have to listen to you?
Yeah, you. What are you like? Pretty much.
She was like, I said kill them. It's like, but they're not a threat to me.
Yeah. Typical Homelander, all of that, dog. Like, or like, same script type thing.
Yep. You know, like, hold on. So let me ask y'all this question. The actor for Sentry.
Yeah.
Do you think he was a good Sentry, or do you think they could have found a better Sentry?
I think he's great, man.
Yeah. I think seeing this movie, I think he's good. Yeah. At first, I didn't, because I'm like, he don't look like threatening.
Yeah.
But after seeing this movie, he did good.
Yeah. I saw the movie today.
Yo, he did great. You saw a win post today?
No, for the second time today, and seeing it 2 times, bro. Seeing him acting, he did a fantastic job, bro. He played it well, both Bob and the Sentry. Like,
I'm saying though, like, he did a great job as both actors. But do you think there was another guy? Who do you think of that could have probably been a better Sentry, who looked better? Not on no homo shit, but you feel like who looked better?
The guy from that show, I never watched the show before, but the guy from that show, Reacher, or something like that.
The big brolic dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about him immediately. Like, yo, this is the perfect role for this dude.
What the hell?
Yo, no muscle suit needed.
Nothing. Yeah, you don't
Bro,
need
but I
that.
think they're gonna use him in another Marvel movie though.
He
Probably.
trying to be he trying to be the next Batman.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's what it was.
He trying
Yeah.
to be the next Batman.
So I
But
think he couldn't.
I can see him as Sentry. I don't know if he has levels of acting to where he can be quirky and all that, but the Sentry side of it, I see him.
Bro,
Mom,
big
Yes.
brolic motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you look at the Marvel Legends Century now, the good one, right? That came
Yeah.
with the Void Skull. He's cut up, but he's not built like that though. He's not that brolic, right?
Even
He
like
is.
even if dude played Batman ain't that fucking big.
Oh, he not. He had to come down some.
You're
I
gonna have
think
to
he's
lose some
playing
weight.
like the older Batman, like the whole.
Bro,
Oh.
no. Even when Batfleck was doing it, Batfleck put muscle on to be the old Batman. That motherfucker bigger than Batfleck was, bro.
Yeah, he big, man.
That's a big dude, bro.
Yeah.
That's the big guy, man.
In Titans, he played Dove.
He did play, yeah. Yep.
He was a big boy, man. He's
Come on, man.
so she got the kill switch behind her, and somehow they got something inside this guy's brain maybe before the surgery or something like that.
Something, because I didn't get it.
It's no something. Because you can't get him from the outside, kind of like Luke Cage. So you got to poison him, you got to drown him or something, to make it stick. And so she's like, yo, I don't want to have to kill him. And they're talking, and he's like, yo, I don't have to listen. He's like, I don't need you. So then they keep going on and on. Then bro get a little bothered, choked her, and she's like, yo, I'm not scared of you. But she dropped the switch. And he's about to take her out the game, man, like on purpose. And then her assistant hits the kill switch, boom, boom. You see the blood flash in his eye, and he's out of there for now. And the assistant
Supposedly in their head, he's dead.
Yeah. Thought he was done. And next thing you know, his body turns into shadows, man. Bro, just get up and go float outside and start offing people. And
this is when he started making, like, when he started killing people. He started to just like fuck with buildings and knock down like machinery and everything.
Yeah.
So big pieces of the building and shit start falling. This is the scene when Red Guardian grabbed like some type of rock and used it as a shield and was having people to get under it with him to try to protect them from the falling debris.
Yeah,
now, you remember when he was talking to his daughter in the beginning, kind of.
Yeah.
That was his dream,
to
be that hero to save people.
Yes.
So this was, for him, he needed to do this.
Yeah.
Because he was depressed and all that stuff. That right there is what gets his juices flowing and, his pride going.
It's amazing. It was amazing to see them all in action, saving people. They did a little, I don't know if this is a callback to Black Widow or Captain America, but she was like, Dad, and then jumped on him and he launched her. And she got over and saved some people.
Okay, so you remember in the Avengers, Captain America, when he was finding those aliens from Thanos, and the Captain America, they was on the bridge, and Captain America goes like this with the shield.
Yeah.
Black Widow runs,
boosts up.
he bounces off the shield.
Yeah.
And then she was able to jump on the glider.
Shatari.
That's pretty much the same thing.
And here we got Bucky standing in front of a group of people, or a couple, and there's a tumbling car coming fast as hell, and bro just blocked it with
his arm, bro.
That arm is incredible.
And here we have U.S. agent who will not give up the shield for some reason. This nigga, taco or no taco, I'm gonna try to hold this up because a big piece of building tried to fall on some people, and he's like, he's doing what everybody else is doing. I don't know if he really cares about this because they still don't say if he cares about being a hero, but he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I kind of think he does because the fact that he's trying to be better than Captain America. And then he was watching on his phone how shitty he is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So again, it's just like the Guardian. He needed this. He needed for the people to look at him as a savior again.
Yeah.
So he needed it because in their eyes he ain't shit. He's like the broken Captain America, pretty much.
So after this moment, like Marvel has pointed out, everybody just started like praising him, man. Like people clapping for him. It was like a nice little ooh, it's probably the end of the movie. Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
I
So they like,
ain't know my man had a gold tooth. I ain't know that shit.
Yeah.
And this dude is all just straight Viking, bro.
yeah. He's like, we doing it. We doing it. And
Straight up Viking, son.
I am hero. I am hero now.
yeah, you rush over to save a little girl.
That was gangster.
Yeah, let the brick hit his back and it broke apart. And the immediate nigga offer, bro.
Bro,
Hey,
when I saw this in the movie theaters, bro, everybody was like, "Ah!" That's something I heard. I was like, yo.
That's gangster, right?
She killed her. She's dead.
Right.
In my eyes.
Yo. So yeah, this starts happening like really fast. Starts making everybody a shadow. And you know, Yelena's looking like, bro, I can't like let him keep doing this. So she's like just walking into it, and Red Guardian's yelling for her, like, yo, Yelena. And she goes in there. And when she goes in there, she sees the same nightmare of the past that she had, and she finds a way to kind of get through it. She breaks through the wall, and she sees when she first learned how to assemble a gun. She was ahead of her class. She did it. They punished everybody else. She tried to cover the kid in the bad dream, and then she notices Bob in the mirror.
Yo, right here, I thought this was Black Widow.
Yo,
just like her, bro.
Yeah, me too, bro. I said the same shit. I thought it was like a baby Black Widow.
Mm-hmm. So you know, she's still trying to protect herself from those bad images. This is when they held the hand out because they didn't finish on time, I guess, and then they got the big ass
whip.
Yeah.
Now, when she sacrificed herself into the shadow, I already knew that. Okay, so people who's going to get caught with the shadow is not going to die, basically. So that little girl that I thought was actually killed off wasn't killed off because they're not going to kill her off. So that kind of like
so
type of thing.
This is dope. Like this whole part of the movie is fire. However, I think it'll be even more fire if you've seen some of the stuff that was going on with everybody else in here.
Yeah.
Like what happened to the little girl? Like what kind of nightmares she got? What kind of nightmares other people got? What kind of nightmares Bucky got? You know, I wanted to see that, and I feel like that would have made it a better movie because this part starts to get a little fast. But we see him in his like childhood room or something like that, I guess.
Yeah, his safe room.
And bro, what makes that scene, those sequences so good is the fact that, you know, they got their asses beat by Sentry outside.
Yeah.
Because that nigga Sentry, he was outside.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, he was outside, bro.
Yeah.
So they had to fight his ass from the inside, bro, which was a very creative and different, like, thing, like, that we never seen before in the MCU. They fought that nigga from within, bro. That was so dope.
So she's in there. They're like, yo, Ghost is like, I'm going in there, and he's like, no, you're gonna die too. And Walker's like, nah, maybe she's right. You know, like maybe there's a way to get him from the inside. And so they all decide to go in there.
But the reason why he thought that because he had Sentry in his mind before from the beginning because he brought it up when he touched me. But when he touched me, he showed me like my nightmares pretty much. So he's thinking maybe she's not dead. Maybe we could go in there and save her if we go in together.
Yeah, it was smart. Very, very wise of them to trust each other. Red Guardian was like, yo, tell me what you saw. You know, so then she gets in here after passing one more scene where she sees herself drunk, straddled out on the floor. She tries to fight herself and she can't do it, and so she just ends up yelling out, "Bob, I just want to talk. Like, Bob, I don't want to do this. It's enough. Enough is enough." So then he lets her in, and she's just acting like ain't nothing going on. She's doing a little sarcastic stuff, and he's like, "Oh, don't look at that." He looks down through the cracks of the floor, and his old boy beating on his old girl, and he's trying to stand up, and his mom is saying, "Oh, you making it worse." And so then she's like, "Yo, you can't stuff it down." really like human moment, like about depression, like collective point.
Depression, yeah.
Yeah, like you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because ain't no way they was gonna beat that nigga, bro. Ain't no way.
Bro, I already knew how the movie was gonna end, and I only seen it once.
Now hold on, didn't I tell y'all this a few weeks ago? I said
Yeah.
a lot of movies nowadays, when the villain is too powerful, they can't whoop his ass. They always come to reason with him.
Yeah.
And they always talk it out, and everybody
The power of friendship.
Yeah.
that shit. And I'd be like, damn, like, I get it, bro, but god damn, like, can somebody just defeat the motherfucker? Because what happened? Boom, boom. What happens? You see how powerful this motherfucker is.
Yeah.
You can't beat him. Can't none of y'all beat him. You gotta be his friend to calm him down.
Yeah.
What happens if while y'all friends, he just go on another fucking tirade? Which you gotta be his friend again? Like you already his friend. How you gonna stop him a second time?
Dang.
It's just that that shit. I just don't be understanding. Like why can't there be a way, a remedy,
right,
to defeat some of these people besides the power of friendship?
He has no weaknesses.
That's right.
He's supposedly like a
god. You can't whoop his ass at all, bro.
So just letting you guys know, just in Fantastic Four, the movie's not even out yet, but against Galactus, there's no way to beat that dude.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. They're gonna be his friend.
They're gonna make a deal. They're gonna make a deal, just like Doctor Strange with Dormammu or whatever his name is. Yeah. They made a deal. They couldn't defeat that guy.
If you really think about it, Scarlet Witch was very much like that because she was too powerful for them. And and they had to make it her ways, When it was Miss Marvel, was it Miss Marvel? Yeah, like you had to make her see her ways, and she had to let it go.
Yeah, so all these Marvel movies is gonna be like that from now on.
That shit wild though, bro. Like every movie.
As this is going on, and she's like, "Yo, you got to get out of. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here." So when he decides to get out of here, the safe place starts to become destructive, and it starts trying to kill him, like trying to take them out. So he starts hitting them, and stuff is exploding. Things are choking them. Little do they know, the Avenger, the other side, the Thunderbolts, they're breaking through the room, and Bob is like, "Yo, this was the safest room." So she's like, "Show us the worst one." So they go over, and they get to a few rooms, and they get to the part where he was on meth and he was twirling signs.
He was a chicken.
In a chicken suit.
Whooping that ass with a chicken suit.
I was like, wow. So they wanted to go to find the worst room because they knew that's where the void was at.
Right. Now, is anybody upset that the void wasn't a creature?
Nah,
not really, because
he probably was, but he's taking the image of the Sentry.
Yeah, because you said, remember when we had the room tour and Deuce, I want the void legs, I want the void bath legs.
Yeah, that was more like, even in the movie Doctor Strange with the Scarlet Witch, that was the void, right? In the beginning of the movie.
I don't know.
I think so. It looks like the void.
Now I gotta watch it again. Goddamn it, collector.
Yeah, because that's what I think somebody said. That's the void.
So the void is supposed to be an intergalactic thing, or is it Sentry?
That's a good question.
So here the void. Here's the room where he was experimented on, and again, I guess the measurement is 1,000 times the secret soldier serum, and he's so powerful that he starts out negative, and he's like put everybody in the shadow realm in the room. And
now that goes to show me right there that those are two doctors that try to probably stop him. And kill both of them, and they just stood there like that.
Now, I would like to know how many people has he done this to that are still there.
This shit look freaky though.
Yeah. Dude, I thought the whole time he was sitting there, he was facing the other way, and he wasn't. I thought he was gonna get up and turn. Nope, he just got up and went straight. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Two tiny dots for eyes. I was like, yo, that's creepy as hell.
But that's dope though.
Yeah, so
we just leave that for the comments. Like, is he go ahead, comrade.
Is he like an intergalactic creature that takes control of Sentry, or is he actually Sentry? Like, because that would mean that, if he's a creature, he's supposed to look like a creature. He's not supposed to look like a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
But you guys remember the X-Men animated series where Shadow King
Okay.
with Storm. So you see how Shadow King was like a demon monster, but
Yeah.
then when he takes control of somebody, he could be like a human. It's probably something like that, maybe.
That makes more sense, yeah. To take possession of people. So like that.
But that looks hard though.
Yeah, it's definitely new. I never seen it done in a movie ever. So he's in there trying to, reason with this part of himself, and everybody's like trapped down. U.S. agent has a knife in his chest, and Yelena and Red Guardian are trapped down, and she's trying to talk, and there's a wire on her throat. Bucky's trapped down, and he can't move. And he's like, "Yo, we're getting out of here." And he's like, "Yo, they don't want you. Like, they don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think it is?" Like, she's like, "That's not true." They start choking her. So I don't know. Like, I didn't see any way of them getting out of this other than him fighting that thing. And that's what he proceeded to do. But then it just made everything worse.
Yeah, he kept beating the shit out of dude, and dude just kept laughing.
Yeah, his anger was consuming him, and he knew that. Shit, I knew that. Like this like common sense type of thing when you trying to defeat something evil with evil, it's gonna consume you pretty much.
Yeah, it was getting all over him, and she's like, "Yo," and Bucky's like, "Yo, this is not right." So then she somehow gets enough space to get out, and starts running, flipping over stuff.
Yeah, she's doing the Spider-Man flips.
This is like, yeah, she gets behind him and she got him. She started whispering in his ear, I got you. I'm here.
Hey, I thought they was going to end up being together with the way she was acting like she wanted to be with him in the beginning of the movie and shit.
Facts.
I love you.
Yeah.
Facts. I thought they would be together, bro.
So she's grabbing him, trying to pull him off of the void. And then, here comes Walker, Bucky, Red Guardian finally gets to him and pulls them all off, and he's crying. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about what Collector said. It kind of proves him right a little bit, but I'm like, yo, this is just like a really emotional moment. And then next thing you know,
everybody that disappeared with the void starts to reappear.
Yeah,
everybody, the girl,
with the power of friendship.
Yeah, power of friendship. And now you see the Sentry right here, Bob.
Yeah.
He's right here. He's in regular street clothes now.
Yep.
Confused as hell. Don't know what happened.
Bro. So you got that. Then they see her talking. They say, "Yo, this is our chance. Let's go get her."
Conrad, bro.
Conrad. Hey, Conrad, this is a bootleg. I can tell because I see some niggas right here in the corner.
That's a nigga. I could be part of the movie.
Yo, that's funny as fuck.
Hey, Conrad there.
That's the dude getting up for popcorn.
Yo, Red Guardian was saying, "I'm definitely gonna kill her now, bro."
Like, he's ready, bro.
Yeah, he was like, "Gotta die."
Yo, when I saw this scene, I knew it was too easy. Like, why she just dare? Like,
right. Yo, Conrad there. Yo, how you know that's a nigga?
So they start walking over, and ain't nobody disagreeing except for Bucky. Bucky was like, "Yo, you can't kill her, man." He's like, "Nah, I'm a killer." He's like, "Well, I'm a killer." Like,
and then he said, I'm gonna bring her in, but
break a few bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna break a couple of bones.
Yeah. So she cut through the thing, and then there's a whole press conference to this undercover thing.
Wow.
And she set it up, man. She set
it up beautiful, bro.
And I'm like, man, this ain't right, bro. She gotta get her get back, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not right, bro. Not right. So then they start talking, and she's like, "Yo, yeah, I set all this up. This is New Avengers." Yep. I'm like, man, look at here, bro. Crooked as they come.
Right.
And then she told her, "We own you now."
Hell yeah. Like,
I don't know, man. She's too smart, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they got secrets on her. You know, they could just testify in court, whatever. Just
Or still kill her after the fact.
straight up. So they all sitting there, Bob chilling. Bob is blacked out. He don't know what happened. And they just like, yo, they in awe.
And yo, hold on, Conrad, Zilla, Collector and Conrad. So if you had to, this is the new Avengers. Who is who? I guess Bob would be Thor, right?
Yeah.
Right? Hold on. Wait. Somebody left and came back. Who this saying?
Conrad froze.
That's him. Hold on.
Yeah, I got kicked out and I came right back. I don't know how.
Yo, there's two comrades.
Facts.
Hold on.
Hey,
this nigga Comrade got a variant up in this bitch.
All right.
That nigga's the void, bro.
Yeah.
So Bob would be Thor, right?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
This is Black Widow.
Yeah.
This is Captain America, right?
Nah.
Arguably.
Because U.S. Agent, he's pretty much Captain America.
But shit, Bucky is too then.
Yeah, this is the first time they ever had 3 super soldiers, but then they
bro. And I don't know who the hell she would be.
No, bro.
Another Black Widow.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. Well, I don't know, I guess. But I don't know. I'm like, damn. So this is the new Avengers. You had an Iron Man, you had Thor, you had Hawkeye, you had Black Widow, you had Hulk.
Yeah.
Captain America, you had 6.
Yeah.
So right here you got 6. But I'm
like, War Machine. No,
I'm talking about the
OG one.
The
OG.
Yeah.
6. It was 6 of them. You got 6. So even it even kind of like looked like the same area they was in.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the same shot. Remember, they all was flying down and shit. It's almost the same shot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is who. I know these two,
mm-hmm.
Thor and fucking Black Widow, but I don't know who these 4 would be.
Yo, so you remember in the beginning when I think one of them said, "Oh, nobody here could fly. We all shoot people."
Yeah.
We all shoot people.
So yeah.
We all shoot people. Yeah.
Nobody here could fly.
Right.
So she's like, yeah, and she said, yeah, we own you now. And you know, so you see DeFontaine straighten up her face like, damn, you know what I'm saying? She got a point. So then it goes into the Thunderbolts had an asterisk next to it, letting you know that it's probably not going to be the Thunderbolts completely, but now this is going into New Avengers and building that team, which is kind of cool. He got the first end credit.
This was stupid as hell.
Yo, this made no sense to me.
This is what he wanted. This is what he wanted. He wanted to be on the front of the Wheatie box. So I think that should have been after the real credit scene, though.
Yeah. Because, that credit shit was so fucking long, bro. I wish I could fast forward that bitch in the movie theaters, bro.
You know what somebody said? They said that people look at the cast on the end to know who's going to be in the end credits. So they look at the character list. Like, you see how they show all the characters?
Yeah.
They say they look at all of those to know who's going to be in the end credits. And
who got time for that shit, bro?
Yeah, I don't be paying attention to it.
So many damn names.
Yeah, there's a lot of names, huh? Hell names. But even here, he looks slim. He got his hair back.
Yeah.
You know,
it was funny, but I was pissed because I waited so long for this shit.
Yeah. He's like, see, this is my face.
This is me on the box.
Yeah.
And then she takes it and puts it back down.
Yeah. So now, 14 months later, they're pretty established for the most part. Everybody got a new suit. Bucky's still wearing his Winter Soldier patch on the opposite side now. He got a stitching. And they all got the A. Here, a U.S. agent, coming in. He doesn't wear a mask anymore. Now he's wearing a beret like a soldier. And they're still trying to struggle with the idea of being called the Avengers because Sam is not on their side. They said he's suing him or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, so if Sam was gonna make
for copyright, right?
Yeah,
you can skip over that.
The New Avengers.
Yeah, so he's like, I got a way around it. He said, he's like, Sam Wilson is a very stupid man, very litigious man. He's like, I have a solution. Flashy suits, bro. So
Avengers with a V.
Yeah. He's like, this is the part where he's like, if only we had someone who could fly, and then Sentry's like, yo, you can't have, I'm sorry, you can't have me without having the other thing happen. And he's like, but I did the dishes. He's like reading a self-help book. Yeah, weird. But yeah, and then it cuts to the Fantastic Four scene. I want to say something about this really quickly. The one that's in the trailer, the ship that's in the trailer is not this ship. I'm gonna say that. Not the same ship. Totally different ship.
Okay.
But there's 4 in it. And there's a scene where it looks like Sue Storm is looking at something going away from her. I just want to say that somebody else is on that ship. It ain't Fantastic Four. But
No, you saying that might not be the Fantastic Four in there?
in
Hey,
there,
what
yeah.
the fuck? Your post, wasn't you driving?
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Don't reveal my superpowers, bro.
I swear, I think Post just went in the car to listen to some music and got out the car and just went to the room, bro.
Yeah.
Nah. I was at my mother-in-law's house, but I think seeing that Fantastic Four thing ship at the end of Thunderbolts, there could be a few things, man. It could either be the Fantastic Four maybe sending their son to that universe, but again, I don't know what point that would what point that would make. But
But didn't they said that somebody needs help in space? I think that's what they said.
They said it was a space crisis and
a
nobody's
space crisis.
Oh.
And so
You know what it is? It definitely is. It probably is a Fantastic Four. The universe probably gets destroyed by Galactus, and they at the end of the movie they wind up coming to the main universe 616. I think that's what it is.
I'm gonna go even further to say something. In the Marvels, Monica Rambeau got stranded in space, some part of space, some multiverse part of the world, whatever. I want to say that they're gonna try to tie her back in some kind of way because she's able to travel through timelines. Look like it'd be very interesting to see her story brought back into the mix.
A lot of people in the movie theaters were upset that they showed the Fantastic Four, knowing that the movie's not even out yet. So they are assuming in the movie Fantastic Four at the end they're gonna jump on the ship and fly to get help.
Mm-hmm.
But they say it's kind of spoilers, but
Yeah. You know what? I thought the same thing too. But then if you look at the trailer for the Fantastic Four, I don't know if you guys watch New Rockstars, but they explained that in the trailer for the Fantastic Four, the ship has
3
little points, and this ship has 4.
Yep.
So it's 2 different ships that look similar.
Yep. So I don't know what's the big deal with with Reed and Sue's son. I don't know anything about the character.
He's one of the most powerful. He's one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel universe, and he's one of the reasons why the convergence and shit start happening in the Secret Wars. Not the one from the 80s, but the one from 2015 storyline. So he plays a big part. Like their son plays a big part in that story. So
the Avengers Doomsday has nothing to do with any of this, right?
it has to. It has to tie in some
if
way.
it's Dr. Doom, it kind of has to.
Actually, you know what? It definitely does because I heard that the post-credit scene, that post-credit scene in Thunderbolts was directed by the Russo brothers. They said I just watched on YouTube. So it definitely it was shot in the same set as Avengers Doomsday. So it definitely has something to do with Avengers Doomsday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, let's do the last break of the episode. Just a thank you message. We'll be right. We just want to say thank you guys for all the support and all the love and all that. And we'll be right back in one moment.
Hell yeah.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Marvelous Shots, 1/3 of Grownassmentoyz. Now, before we keep going, we just want to give a huge shout out to all you guys and say thank you guys so much for your continued support. Thanks for rocking with Grownassmentoyz all this time and keeping that vibe alive. All right, it means a lot. So stay grown, stay lit, and stay marvelous. We outside. Boom. Yo, hey, so overall, let me ask y'all before we get off of here. Overall, and I'm gonna go in order. Collector, Comrade, Post. And I'll go last. What did you, if you had to rate the movie, what do you rate the movie? collective?
7 out of 10.
Now, why?
People hype it up too much, and I get why it's number one because it's a new Marvel movie, and people want to know about these characters and Thunderbolts. So I get that part. I think that's why it's number one. It was a comedy for me. I enjoyed it more as a comedy. I think they hyped it up way too much. It was they killed off Taskmaster at the beginning. It was just like, it was more about depression, and I get it because it's real and we all know that. But it was all about mostly that and friendship, the power of friendship and shit like that.
Okay. Conrad, how about you? What you rate it?
I give it an 8, man. I give it a nice little, maybe I'd say 8.5.
And why?
And there's reason why. I think we wanted to see what happened with Yelena, and we found out. I'm upset that she's not evil. Don't get me wrong. She's supposed to be bad. The whole Hydra thing is what happened. None of that happens. I feel like this was a chance they could have dropped the ball because you're introducing a new villain. You're introducing a new team that nobody cares about, and you're trying to make them likable. And you did that in one movie. So I give them an 8 off of that strength. And then the fact that you can actually close the story with Red Guardian and Elena and make them still, part of each other's life. I think that's fine. That's the 5 right there for me because I think that they deserve to be together and fight on the same squad. Just now you got to make it make sense for Sam Wilson and these guys
in the future. Got you. Post, how about you? What you rate it?
9 out of 10. I'm gonna do 9
out of 10.
Why? Yeah. Marvel took a risk with this movie too, especially in how they've been the last like 3-4 years. They took another risk with this movie. This movie could have easily been a flop, and they took a risk, just like how they did with Guardians of the Galaxy. And this movie reminds me of like a Earth, like a grounded version of Guardians of the Galaxy in a way on Earth. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
So and piggybacking off of what Comrade said, they touch on the Yelena story and her pain from losing her sister, and then her reconnecting again with Red Guardian and all that. So they took all those, like they said, they took all these B-lister characters that, bro, they took the fucking villain from Ant-Man 2 that we forgot about, threw him in this movie, and she's so fucking cool now. Like,
hell yeah.
Like they took a risk doing that, and it paid off. So I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. It was very emotional too, something fresh, something different.
And they knew that this is going to relate to a lot of people because in real life, everyone's going through depression and anxiety and stress.
This was,
bro,
was nowhere near
when
action. It was an action thriller. Oh no, it was a action drama. Excuse me.
Yes,
action
because some people probably went inside waiting for like, oh, there's gonna be gun blasting from beginning to end. No, this movie had a little bit of everything in it, man. It's especially very emotional. So
yeah.
So what about you, Marvelous?
I give it about I'm agree with Conrad. I give it 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the movie overall. I enjoyed it. Towards the end, it was a little boring. I started dozing off at the theater a little bit, just a little boring. But overall, I still enjoyed it. I will watch it. I'm gonna get that link from you too, Conrad, and watch it tonight before I go to bed, just to try to get some, just refresh my memory on a lot of parts. But I enjoyed it overall. The only thing I didn't like about it is I don't like all that power friendship shit. Just tired of seeing, because it happens in so many movies. It just happened in the fucking Captain America movie. You couldn't beat the Hulk. It had to be his friend. I'm just sick of seeing that shit. So
bro,
it's like,
they tried to do it in Black Panther, the first one, but the
Killmonger.
What's this guy? Killmonger was like, "Nah, you ain't gonna have me like my ancestors," and he killed himself pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
But he was trying to save him though.
I respect it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like that shit. I'm just tired of seeing that in these Marvel movies, bro. I look at a lot of DC shit, right? And you don't see a lot of that in the DC movies. You don't see Batman trying to befriend the Joker. Batman trying to, You know what I'm saying? Batman trying to be cool with fucking with the villain just to make him stop doing what he's doing. You don't see that shit. So it's like this Marvel shit is just so much. Hey, you don't have to do this. Calm down. Let's be friends. Like, what the fuck? That damn kill him. That shit. Shoot him. Hey, bro.
They got an OP, they got an overpowered villain off rip. And I'm like, this, and nobody with powers really, honestly,
can fuck with him.
I don't know how you,
bro. That's why I loved the Thanos character so much. Cause he whooped their ass and he damn near killed them.
Yeah.
On both, in both movies.
Yeah.
And that's why I resonate with that character a lot, because he wasn't trying to be their friend and shit. Like, like fuck all that friendship shit. So it's like, what up?
No, I was gonna say they tried pulling that shit on Thanos with Gamora and stuff. Like, hey, but she's your daughter, this and that. He's like, fuck that shit.
Too. He give fuck.
What's that? You gonna eat your cornbread? He said, yeah. He said, you gonna give me your cornbread? Take it. I take that bread, bro. I'm like, yo.
Hey, comrade. Earlier you asked if the Void was like a galactic thing. No, he's more like it's not a split personality like Moon Knight. It's just that's what the serum created within him. That created the Void. So it's like a supervillain and the Sentry's a superhero, both combined into one. So they kind of need each other. It's like a symbiotic relationship, kind of. They need each other to function, similar to like Venom in a way. But then Venom, Venom's a little different. Later on, he gets better with his relationship with the symbiote. But the Void and Sentry's relationship is always complicated. So like, it could go south at any time. He could be helping the Avengers like now, and then all of a sudden the fucking Void kicks in and he's using the Hulk as a fucking billy club.
That's what I said earlier. I said, okay, so you calmed him down with friendship. So what happens next time he go off the fucking rails?
Yeah.
Like, what you gonna do? Be his friend again? He already his friend. So it's like that don't make sense to me. So that would be my only one I didn't like. I didn't like that. And I also didn't like the fact that I remember, I don't know shit about Thunderbolts, but I always heard Thunderbolts and I always saw the Hulk with him, the Red Hulk. Facts. I saw Punisher with the red clothes and all that shit.
Yeah, but there's many Thunderbolts though.
Right. So, but it's like, damn, I would like to see some of that in my movies though, because that's what the fucking Thunderbolts are.
Luke Cage is
like, Luke Cage, bro. That's like seeing the Avengers and you see Batman in that bitch. Hold on, wait. Batman
like them bootleg backpacks.
Right. Bro. Batman was never a part of the fucking Avengers. So why so that like I'll be liking some of this shit to make a little bit of sense. Yeah. They just did the Red Hulk in Captain America. I personally feel they should have saved that for this. Ooh. They should have saved Red Hulk for this. Because they mentioned him a lot in this movie too.
Yeah.
And gave Captain
now
America
that you mentioned that.
Villain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They could have done
now that you mentioned that.
Uh-huh.
No, I was gonna say now that you mentioned that they I read the other day that the original like plot, they were supposed to have Walker Hulk out. He was supposed to be the villain. He was gonna Hulk out and go crazy and ape shit on all of them, bro. That would have been whack, bro. Yeah. Whack. That would have been one of the worst movies ever.
Bro, they should have the villain on this one should have been the Red Hulk. And at the end of the day, they do that power friendship shit. And hey, you are a better asset to the team than you are a villain. And then boom, the Hulk joined the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt Ross, his name is Thunderbolt, ain't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thunderbolt Ross, everything would have tied in better to me. Captain America should have had another villain. It shouldn't have been Red Hulk. They should have saved him for this.
They got a lot of opportunities to rebrand. Since how they moved it on and called it New Avengers, is the Thunderbolts was like we got you. So now they can make a real Thunderbolt team, and we can see what's going on. You know,
man, look, I don't know, but over the 8.5, I enjoyed it. I like the movie.
Great.
I will see it again. I think it has replay value.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
definitely.
I think so. I wouldn't go to the movies and see it again, but I will watch it at the house a
New
few
Avengers,
times.
America in it though.
The New Avengers.
Yeah, but he got Captain America on the cover, right?
Yep, he's the first one right there. Yep.
They already off. They're not even on par.
Iron Man in there too.
Yeah,
Iron Man dead.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man in there. It's just I see Sentry in the back.
Yeah, come on, man.
I see Thor. Hell, nigga, that's the regular Avenger team.
Yeah, it's pretty much the New Avengers. It's a lot, bro. The comics did a lot with the New Avengers.
That's
a good storyline, bro.
Thanks. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you guys coming through and tuning in with us and watching us react to the Thunderbolts / New Avengers movie. We hope you guys like it. Drop your comments at the bottom, what you thought about it, what your rating is. We will reply to you. Again, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Special shout out to my boy Post Ramon, Grownassmentoyz, the OG Grownassmentoyz member, for coming through and holding this down with us tonight. We really appreciate you, bro. Looking forward to doing more of these. You know what I'm saying? As soon as possible.
Oh yeah.
And, definitely. Well, listen, guys, again, thank you guys so much. We're on the rise to 1,099 left. Let's keep it going. On that note, I'm your boy Marvelous Shots.
Let the 4, 2, 5.
Real comrade.
Post Ramon.
We outside. We appreciate all you guys. Much love, man. Everybody stay safe. Safe one. Happy Mother's Day. Take care. We outside. Oh yeah, this shit banging. Drop a shot. What you got? Oh yeah, that shit banging.